and he just walk around the map trying to harass people. So perhaps we see that from Banana. It can work out really well if you get lucky with runes and creeps, but there's a lot of ifs there. It's not a guarantee. Whereas, like, you look at the Chen, it's almost guaranteed he's going to have an impact on the lanes, or he's going to get really fat in the jungle. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm a little skeptical on the Doom, but it does make sense if he can have a decent start.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. The idea of saying, well, let's match greed with more greed, it makes sense. But I feel like something like an Enigma would have fit a little better because he can come online at a time that he can skirmish around when Chen wants to get active. When Chen's moving around with 2-3 creeps trying to gank lanes, make some space, Doom's not going to be ready to fight. And that's going to give Vici this big window where they can really get a lot done. We'll see yet another invasion here in the Radiant jungle as NEWBEE rotate 4 heroes in. Vici Gaming looking to mount a defense, or at least the beginnings of one. They'll lose the pole camp for now. Sentry ward comes down in the trees, and there will be an observer just getting submission of that bottom rune there in the predictable spot. They'll also block out the hard camp with yet another sentry. Vici won't put up a great defense, but let's see, do they have any sentry wards themselves? They not actually.
They have gold on the Chen. He just bought them, coming out of the courier now. The question is always, even if they have the gold, do they get the D-wards? That's always the tricky part on this, especially trying to D-ward some of these camps. Like this camp in particular, this pole camp, extremely difficult to D-ward. So we'll see if they can get the job done.
They may just wait it out, see what kind of what the situation looks like before they start putting those wards down. Ice up top, looking for the rune. Will not find it. Hops back to safety. Doom gets the top bounty, and it'll be Super on the sniper down bottom to grab that bounty rune. So 1 bounty apiece, and well, already Fenrir finding something with this sentry ward. Opens up his hard camp here, and that's the big one. That's the victory for him, and that'll open up a whole lot of creep potential.
Alright, so I don't think we actually had a chance to introduce the teams yet properly, but we'll do it quickly now. I'll go with NEWBEE anyway. Sanchen can be playing your Ancient Apparition, Rabbit. On the Lifestealer, they're going to try to go to work with the Chilling Touch, iceiceice, pump faking his Time Walk on the way out. Moo will be the Queen of Pain mid. Banana off in the jungle is the Doom, and that does leave June currently imprisoning these poor creeps. Just the range for now, off in the trees.
Radiant side, we've got Vici Gaming up 1-0 in this best of 3. iceiceice in the off lane on the Faceless Void. Mid, that puts Super on the sniper once more. Oh, boy.
I don't think you made the coffee strong enough, Andrew.
Oh, God.
Need to like inject something extra in there.
Snooper. Fenrir on the Chen.
Now he's just a pervert. Poor guy.
Yeah. That puts FY on the line, and it will be Hal farming away on the Ember Spirit, a comfort hero for him, and should have plenty of space in this bottom lane and get off lane Clockwork, who already is doing okay though. June halfway through level 2 and finding a couple last hits himself as the Radiant supports move to the jungle. FY doing a pull through here to get some lane control back and make things a little easier for his enemy. I have to say I do like this draft from Vici. I think it does pack a little bit more of a punch and certainly have a bit more team fight potential coming into that mid.
The Jungle Doom did get a good creep to start off. He at least starts with the Dark Troll Warlord, so he's going to have the early skeletons. Already hits level 3 as we're going to have a go here on the mid lane. Moo's blinked in for this, but Super just lays into him with the shrapnel. Oh, no. Gets the job done. Oh my. Chasing him down. That was unfortunately your Queen of Pain.
Does he die here? Oh, that's a close call. 18 hit points.
Uh-oh. I was already moving top, thinking they might make a go on iceiceice, but fortunately, I've got you checking mid. He does make it back. Spends his gold here. Yeah, with the TP.
Okay, so Super will have to head back to the well, but of course, well worth it for him. That first blood. Sunshine giving him some trouble. He actually takes the Smasher, the Hellbear Smasher. Iceiceice looking for the kill, but now he's in trouble. He'll get cold-footed and... Ooh, another close call in the top lane.
I thought he was dead there. I don't know if he backtracked anything or if maybe the stout shield just did a lot of work. But yeah, he does have the pointed backtrack. So
okay,
close call. He almost froze there as well, but just barely able to time walk out in time.
So you just can't blink aggressively against a sniper in the mid lane. That's one of those where I didn't see the beginning of it, but I feel like Moo just needs to know better. A good heads-up play from Super to stand his ground. He has the Aquila already, so getting past that hard part of the lane where his right-click damage is pretty feeble. Very even in terms of CS, and it's just Vici getting the better out of the lane so far. Down bottom, Hal finding pretty nice farm here. Number 2 on CS, and Chen getting all the space he wants in the jungle here. We'll see June trap him inside of the cogs. Battery Assault is online. Hal actually taking a lot of damage. Steering chains are there, and he'll walk away, but...
Oh, now mid, though. You're roaming Doom. This is what I was talking about. HGT style, right in onto Super, and a much-needed turnaround kill.
Absolutely. Thunderclap makes that easy.
Okay, so... we mentioned the Faceless Void. He's getting his levels here so far. Really needs the farm to go his way, though. iceiceice, only 1 CS, but just needs to get those boots online, and he can start to catch up. You compare that to June, getting a lot more out of the offlane, and applying a lot of pressure as well. Keeping FY back, level 4, and change. It's what you expect for the offlane Clockwork. He's going to generally get more out of the lane early than the Void, but obviously the Void makes up for it in his theoretically much better team fight potential later on. So we'll just have to see how the game evolves from here, but for now, I think NEWBEE will at least be happy with what they're getting out of the offlane and what they're getting out of the jungle from Banana.
He's having a pretty good time. Of course, that gank mid helps out quite a bit. Here he's got 2 wild winds in this hard camp. He'll be able to sec it up a few times more, then just grab that tornado and get a whole lot of farm going his way. Maybe start making some progression towards that Midas. Though Fenrir, he's been quiet so far, has found some decent farm in the jungle himself. He's now got level 5, has the beginning of a scary Chen army here, a Hellbear Smasher as well as a Satyr Tormentor. We'll see when he wants to start moving around, but I think a mech will be coming in the near future for him. For now, just pulling up the gold up to about 800.
So, our Doom continuing to stack the woods. He's got a quad stack, gets the Wild Wing Ripper. This is a really nice start for Banana. He's basically farming as well as the Chen right now. Now, that said, the Chen can stack multiple camps, can do a little bit more at this stage of the game, but... Oh, I miss a kill mid. They find a solo kill for Snooper. Just the level 6, you throw out your shrapnel, Assassinate follows him, even if he tries to blink out, and they get the job done. They're going to try for a 2 in a row. 2 in a row, perhaps? Do they set up mid again?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now this is fun and exciting, a bit unexpected. Their smoke will expire right around the time Queen of Pain comes back to life.
They want the Doom. They know he's been off in the woods, stack it, and he's doing that little dance, that stupid little dance that Doom does.
Double Satyrs, here we go. Assassinate from long range. The double shockwaves get him into the threshold.
They're gonna steal the stack. Oh no.
This hurts so much. Not only the Super gonna kill, but it's a huge stack, and they'll clear it out easily. The supports rotate in, or one of the supports rather, iceiceice as well.
Meanwhile, bottom though, June has found How with the haster, and at least gonna get a trade here. How, no mana to work with. Can he at least deny himself? Not even gonna get there in time. Chop down a little Clockman as Rabbit will get caught out and just finished up. Hex then.
Are they gonna find another? Now Banana comes in. iceiceice is here. He's got a time walk forward, almost level 6. Radiant will lose their courier in the mid lane. They find a kill on the sniper.
What is going on in this game? All of a sudden, the courier's down. Now Banana's trying to hunt forward onto Fenrir. That hasted clock. The haste sword's still going. He already fell 1 kill bottom. He's going to come top and get another as well. What the hell is going on in this game? Oh,
Chaos has erupted. I don't know if that Lifestealer death was sort of a quote-unquote feed, or if that was just a calculated bait to run in, keep them around longer, then have the rest of NEWBEE rotate through to set up a kill on the sniper, then ultimately the Chen. A series of strange events, but in the end, it's
they're not done.
NEWBEE that make out okay.
Now they're going then top. He does not get off the cogs. iceiceice could time walk out, so this should be where it ends, and he'll use that time walk nice and early. But man, oh man, we have giant neutral stacks being stolen, the courier being sniped mid. In the meantime, you've got Sniper fighting a solo kill on Queen of Pain, Clockwork fighting a solo kill on Ember after he hits level 6 bottom, then rotates top, fights more kills. It's only 8 kills in 7.5 minutes. It's a dead even game, but it feels like 20 kills just with how quickly it all happened.
Yeah, I mean, the courier getting picked off, I guess, does tip the scales in favor of NEWBEE a bit there. They've got the gold lead for now. It really is Super that feels like the big breadwinner. He died towards the end of the fight, but he got a lot out of this big stack here, and he was the one that got that initial kill on the Doom as they rotated through. So he's still topping the net worth chart. Moo on the Queen of Pain, having a much better time than Rabbit did in the last game. Level 8, and number 2 on net worth overall. Queen of Pain, maybe a little bit more of a tempo controller than what we saw in the last match. We'll see what build he ends up going for. If it is that Orchid Rush, or if he does something a little different, maybe an Aghanim's first item could be in.
Yeah, you're definitely right that the sniper is the big winner. At the same time, they have better heroes to deal with it. Mainly, I think, because they have the clock instead of the centaur. So they have that reliable initiation. There's no swap. Oh, bottom lane. June maybe going to get caught out here. The chains only hit creeps, but then they bring in the reinforcements. Impale to come out, and can he make it out of here? Any hookshot shenanigans? Remnant over the cogs. Does he have mana for it? How does? Not using it just yet. He doesn't want to waste it, and they get the kill anyway.
For it. Still a good gank, though. Chen gets credit for the kill, and Vici may try and turn this into a push. They've got a Basilius up on the Chen, a nice little army here. I think this will be some pressure on the tier 1. They'll see how NEWBEE react, though. Their glyph is on cooldown, so this will not be the easiest defense.
Yeah, they don't have the ancient apparition ice blast. Saint really needs his level 6, and until he gets it, you're running a jungle doom and a lifestealer safely. Not the best counter pushing heroes. They are decent fighting heroes though, and that's what they want to do as they TP and Rabbit. He's gonna walk forward, but there's a troll trap here. No, he'll infest it and then kill it off just to ensure he doesn't get caught. Now Hao wants to turn, but more reinforcements have arrived. Double remnant. Hao, where are you going, my friend? He's got one more. He'll chuck it now, but now he's out of remnants. He may need a send back though. The hook shot hitting a creep. Bailed out by the fortunate creep placement of Fenrir. Maybe anticipating that hook and looking to cancel it as iceiceice. Tries to work his way through the trees with a Quelling Blade top lane. Was thinking about a Chrono under tower, but I don't know if he can get that Saint kill, especially not with this extra rate of protection for a little bonus armor.
That was pretty impressive from Vici. It's hard to say if the placement of that Satyr was one of those, it just kind of happened to be in the right place at the right time, or if that was a very well-construed big play of communication between Hao and Fenrir to position that properly, just anticipating where the Clockwork may want to go. Very close to getting doomed as well. Hao survives, but that was very close for comfort, raising the blood pressure a little bit on this Ember Spirit, I'm sure.
That was a bit of a panic remnant there from Hao. And then he throws out the next one and then remnants immediately. So at that point, if they hook him, he's just flat out dead. But ends up getting out in the end, and he'll be very happy about that. I
like this build that Rabbit is going for here. Phase Boots into Bracer with 1,000 gold. Could be the beginnings of a Drum of Endurance. Could maybe even be thinking of a delayed Midas here.
Kaboom!
Whoa!
See you later.
Okay, caught the tail end of that. Moo just hops in and shows him what that burst damage is all about on a level 10 quad. Looks like he will go for the Ags as well, so I think we'll see that happen a few more times.
Really nice combo. You get the Queen of Pain Ags, and the ultimates line up perfectly. 40-second cooldown on the Ice Blast, and I believe it's the identical on the Queen of Pain ult as well with the Scepter. But they find Hao bottom, did not get his Flame Guard off in time, and without the Flame Guard, Illy will be very easily dealt with. Denied though!
He comes time walking in. Chrono on 3. Do they have to follow up damage? FY's down nearby. They'll go for June. Chen Creep pecking away at him. Clockwork's dead. Hex onto Banana. He'll be on the run, and it looks like he will make it out. What started as great initiation from NEWBEE quickly gets turned around, and it's a deny for a Clockwork. Ice. Playmaker there.
What a player. No, that really hurts for NEWBEE. They caught the Ember with his pants down, did not get the Flame Guard off. But that should be your opportunity to just quickly find a kill and walk away. But Ice, just one step ahead of them. Now, he did use the Chrono, so that's going to be 2 minutes for Vici where they don't have their big team fight control. Maybe NEWBEE can look to punish this. Hookshot will cool down in 50 seconds. Queen of Pain ult in 90. Speaking of that Queen of Pain, gonna find Fenrir, has just purchased the mech. So even if he dies, not the biggest deal. Does Moo want to commit to this? Not with FY in position. Has Finger on line. He's just gonna back it out.
Like Moo will be okay. Head back to safety. Okay, 6-6, but Vici that have pulled a very small lead for themselves. This game a lot closer than the last one. 12 minutes in, and we're still in just a 3-figure difference here in terms of overall net worth and experience. So now Chen gets his big item pickup. That'll be a 12-minute mech on the way as Hal rotates up top to find some farm against Rabbit. Actually hit by Searing Chains under the tower. That'll tickle him back a little bit here as his Drum of Endurance. No, actually, it's a Midas recipe. Okay, so Rabbit does go back for the farming tool here on the Lifestealer.
Yeah, we're going to see double Midas for NEWBEE. They're also going for it on Doom. This will be a window where they get both Midases. They don't have any big combat items on either hero, and it's a window for Vici Gaming to try and make something happen. They're smoked up, heading on mid. Moo in a dangerous position down in the river. Can they get that Hex initiation? They got him. Finger to follow it up. Gets zapped. He is tanky with the point booster, but not that tanky. They'll bring him down.
Now Song Shot in trouble as well. Assassinate flies through. It'll be a twofer in the mid lane. And now Vici Gaming transition this into a tier 1 tower push. They've got the toughness aura of Basilius. These creeps are tanky. Glyph comes out, and this tower destined to fall. NEWBEE forced to just let this one go down. Now Vici gain a little bit more momentum.
They're gonna get punished here up against double Midas. Vici Gaming just saying, you want to go double Midas? Great, we're gonna push you hard and fast, and just go for some very mid-game oriented items. The Mask of Madness on the Void, probably the next choice. Your Sniper's already got one. They can transition into late game, but in the meantime, they pack a punch, whereas NEWBEE very reliant on the hook shot, Ice Blast combo to get their kills. And although June had that powerful start, he hasn't found one lately. He's been quiet ever since the haste rune. Just building towards the Blade Mail, but already, Vici, okay, we've taken tower bottom, we've taken tower mid. Well, let's do the same thing top. And until you guys come to fight, until your Midases pay off, you're gonna have a tough time taking us.
It's a huge window of opportunity for Vici Gaming. They've got absolutely amazing combative items. Mech, Mask of Madness, Ice looks like he'll have a Mask of Madness coming out. These are items that give you a huge benefit in the here and now. How with Drum of Endurance. NEWBEE, you look at their inventories, and it's a couple of Midases halfway through Blade Mail, and Moo, who's about halfway through an Aghanims. His farm pretty good, but does not give you that much utility until the item itself is picked up. So Vici making the right call to do pretty much as much damage as they can in this timing window and bring the fight to NEWBEE. We'll see. Here we go. Hal walks right into it. He gets doomed straight away. And this should be a pretty easy kill, I believe. He gets open wounded and pick off on the Ember Spirit. So
they blow their smoke. The hookshot was also used.
Yeah, and the Doom. So
yeah, I don't know if they want to fight anymore at this point. Ice going in with the smack on the club, on the little club there, but no follow-up. NEWBEE just gonna retreat to their tower. Vici Gaming to theirs.
So good for NEWBEE though. They delay this fight, and now they save their tower with a freebie instead of having to take a 5v5.
Yeah, if Vici Gaming won, you could just wait for Ember to respawn and then go top as 5 with no hookshot, no Doom. The hookshot probably will cool down in time. The Doom may not, but it seems they are gonna back off and just bide their time, waiting for a more patient opening to find them.
I wonder if Vici looks to grab some farming tools of their own, seeing the double Midas out on Vici, or pardon me, out on NEWBEE, or if Vici looks to just kind of take this aggression to a whole nother level in the next 5 minutes or so as the more items come out. Super, looks like Yasha will be on the way for him. He'll do the same build as he did last game, no big surprise about it. Hoping Ice can become a big damage dealer as well once he grabs that Mask of Madness. Still a little ways off. Coming out on the courier here, that'll be... Oh, his Mask of Madness has already been completed. Never mind, he's farmed a little better than I thought, so...
This is a big game for Sansheng. If the HF Apparition gets farmed up against double Mask of Madness, could do a lot of work, but unfortunately, he's not getting there.
Well, rotations for NEWBEE towards the bottom lane. They'll move 3 heroes, and Vici will just move a few towards the top lane. But now, the rotation down, Vici will try to make an effect. Ice Blast flies through, scouts out Ice.
Oh, they find Banana.
Oh, or, yeah, ooh, Finger blows him up. No time to react, and they leave Hal up into the top lane to finish off that tier 1 tower. So, what seems like it could be a tier 1 for tier 1 trade ends up just being a 1-0 for Vici, and they get a freebie out of it, kind of leveling things out from Hal getting picked off just a few minutes prior.
And he was in no man's land, just trying to join the team bottom, but gets caught out on the way. It seems NEWBEE may be forced into just farming, but do you really... Sure, you have double Midas, but even then, do you want to farm trade against a Void Ember Sniper? I'm not so sure that's a favorable trade. Yeah, later on this game, NEWBEE have just the Doom as a great answer to BKBs, and at least 2 of these heroes very likely to go for that in the Void and the Sniper. I don't know. It may be their only option, but it feels a little bit risky to be forced into that kind of trade. Midases or no Midases.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vici still holding on to a lead for now. 2,000 net worth, 1,500 experience. Not a huge amount, but enough that they're feeling pretty comfortable 17 minutes into this match. Chen with his creeps in the front lines, just pressuring the tier 2 down bottom. Ice lingering nearby in the trees, hoping someone can go for the bait. Dan will use the all heal. Unfortunately, doesn't save his Alpha Wolf for the damage aura. But you can see how timid NEWBEE are right now. They'll come to the tower and mount a minor defense as it gets chipped down. But if they can avoid it, they do not want to fight.
Do they want to jump just Banana? He's fairly tanky here.
Ancient Apparition comes by. Will they get vision of him? They do. This could be the opening for Ice. No. Chen brings back his creeps. Here we go. Hops over, Chronosphere, pops his ulti, and it's just an easy pick on the ancient apparition, but now it's Doom. Support will be inbound. Doom nearby, into the Shadow Strike.
Denied.
Has the Sonic Wave. No deny this time, and it's a 1-for-1. Good trade for NEWBEE.
I was gonna be so sad for this Doom if there was another deny, but finally they get the kill. A void for an H apparition. Pretty good trade in the end for NEWBEE. And now they may find Fenrir as well. Already used his Hand of God. Blade Mail picked up. Just tries to mech. In comes the Ember. Too late. Already goes down.
Block comes in, but again, Moo has to blink aggressively for this. Super just laying into him. He'll find the kill on the Queen of Pain. They lose the Clockwork as well, and now Moo on the hunt. Banana, nowhere to go. He's got no place, no out. The TP scroll is it, but there's an Earth Spike from the high ground. They'll punish the Doom as Assassinate goes through. A triple kill for the Sniper. It seems like NEWBEE had it at first, but rotations are there, and now Super topping that network.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Man, they just can't get anything going their way, huh? Every time it feels like, okay, now NEWBEE is able to turn this game. Even with double Midas, they're still down in terms of gold and in terms of experience. That is brutal. No Midases on the Radiant side, just going straight into combat items. And
Dire's middle tower.
I don't know, I just feel like, unfortunately, the Lifesteal and Doom picks have not really gotten much done. The Doom had a good early start with the one smoke gank mid, but that's about it. One of his kills gets denied. Oh, Rabbit, gotta be careful. He does have an infest. He's got armlet. Can he toggle it right? No.
Oh, Assassinate. It'll get canceled. Wow, that's another one a little close for comfort. He limps away, and even though he doesn't die here, just showing us how weak the lifestealer is at this stage of the game, especially against the Sniper, who can initiate on him from so far behind. Now down bottom, June and Hal maybe going blow for blow, but June does have some support nearby. Banana looking for the wrap around. Your Doom is available. Puts that on to Hal. He had the Flame Guard, but it will be expiring here momentarily. Ice Blast flying through. It's a pick off on the Ember Spirit. June will be credited with the kill.
Very nice gag. June with the cogs pushes him back, just gives them that nice stun to help him push him towards the Doom and also prevent him from using the Remnant out for just a split second there. It makes the difference. And now they have an Infest Bomb going. Clockwork Lifestealer, not the most reliable Infest Bomb, but not June. If anybody can get it done, it's probably your 8K MMR player. He's gonna chuck out a rocket. Gets eyes on Super. I believe they saw him. Oh, what?
2 fights will break out. iceiceice, he uses the chrono on one. Just Moo. He's all by himself. Now the hook shot off to the other side. Super gets isolated. And the Sniper will go down first. On the backside, they will find the kill on Moo as FY joins the party. 1-for-1. Mid laner for mid laner. But Vici might not get out scot-free here. iceiceice rather low. FY does manage to play back.
Well, 2 hero impale, but guess who's coming for the other side? It's June. They're gonna lose FY as well. That was a little awkward. Rabbit popped out of Infest. He blocked June from being able to hookshot. So the Sniper started to walk away. Fortunately, Rabbit got out of the way and June comes through in the clutch, but that almost turned into a disaster for NEWBEE with a guaranteed kill on the Sniper turning into a near win. So good play there by June to make it count, and a little bit of, it seemed like miscommunication from NEWBEE, but he did get the job done. And these are the kind of fights NEWBEE really want. These chaotic, spread out fights where you can just find easy pickoffs on isolated targets with Doom, with Hookshot, with Infest Bombs. They're not really so much about the big 5-man clashes, unless they get the Hookshot Ice Blast combo, but reliably hitting that with only Hookshot to set it up is going to be an uphill battle. So, in the end, turns out decently for NEWBEE. They keep it close. They need to keep on finding these kills, though. I don't know if you mentioned it yet, but the Ags is up on Moo. They're going to try and make their way into the Vici Gaming jungle now.
Yeah, this is where you can get very liberal with your Sonic Wave usage. There are creep waves if there's a big lot of them pushed into your tower, or if you just find any opportunity to jump on a hero. A good item on the Quamp to go for first also gives you a lot of stats, so she is rather tanky and can feel a little more safe flanking aggressively, though needs to be cautious whoever that Sniper may be. Other than that, not a huge amount of item progression on the Dire side. We'll see the Sange now on the Lifestealer to follow up his armlet, and Doom has picked up a Blink Dagger, but both those cores still looking to really see the big dividends coming from those hands of Midas. Meanwhile, Vici, they'll continue the aggression. iceiceice, he grabs the Maelstrom, soon to be a Mjolnir, and
Rabbit top lane.
Yeah, Rabbit, Chronosphere comes out, connects on 2 as June TP's in. They are lacking on follow-up damage. Spike from the Lion, they get the kill on the Clockwork. Now trying to make the retreat, but Moon pops forward. tower, drops the ulti onto the Faceless boy, brings him down as FY moves into the tree line. Support is on the way though. Here's how coming on in. Banana still has the ultimate available. Moo gets brought down by the Ember Spirit. It's a 2 for 2, but Vici have the resources. Super gets doomed, but there's just no pressure coming his way. He'll be able to sit back and still do a lot of damage here. Banana ends up going down. Rabbit goes man mode against Hal.
Nice and fast, trying to run. Oh man, they don't have great solutions for the sniper when the fights go longer. Rabbit caught out. Can he armlet toggle? Tries for it, but can't get the job done. And it might be 5 dead. They're chasing Sidechain back to the well. Hal on the hunt, gets the chains again. What a great play by that Ember. Assassinate finds the ancient apparition and domes him.
Style LD 2 for 5. Vici Gaming take a very successful team fight here, and this is what you were talking about, where NEWBEE will shine in these chaotic kind of 1v1, 2v1 little fights, but in a straight up 5v5. 23 minutes in, Vici just have the obvious advantage.
That was good decision making by Vici. June TP's into tower as the clockwork. They dropped the chrono already, and the lifestealer was the first one caught under, but they wisely go for the clock, knowing that he's not gonna be able to pop blade mail because chrono's already been used before he even arrives at the tower. If he had blade mailed before he TP'd or something, then I guess it would have worn off. So there's really no way to get the blade mail online as he TP's in, and because of that, Vici Gaming start the fight off on the right foot. It's just a lot of pressure for a clockwork. If he's the only reliable initiator, then it's tough to consistently find good openings. Whereas the chrono, just as we know, such a safe, easy late game, even early to mid game tool to set up kills and start fights on the right foot.
FY moves into a very aggressive position, gets a ward down on the plateau to give us quite a bit of vision, and probably a sign that Vici will continue their aggressive pushing. Pressure the tier 2 in the bottom as well as the mid. Iceiceice still coming online a little bit here, but at this point he can start looking for solo pickoffs on supports and actually becoming quite the damage dealer himself. Hal now has a Yasha to go with his Drum of Endurance, and Super, he didn't go the SNY this time like he did last game, instead picks up the ultimate orb here, and well, hook shot, speak of the devil, but Super will just scurry his way to safety. Oh, haha! Back to my tower, and failed gank here from NEWBEE.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on June. He's the only guy who can start these fights for now. Maybe later on, if Moo's able to get a Hex or Lifestealer, could potentially infest one of these other heroes and follow up like a Blink initiation from the Doom, but for now, it just seems to be all about June. If he hits a good hook, they can take a fight. If not, or if he dies off the bat, they don't have a chance.
They're gonna find Banana here. 5-hero rotation.
I think they saw him.
They know he's nearby. F1 gets into the tree line, blinks south, but they scouted out. Chronosphere deployed to interrupt the TP. And it's a dead Doombringer. They used the big cooldown for it, but a clean kill, and I don't think NEWBEE will mount much of a defense here without their team.
I believe it was the ward up here giving them the vision as he moved into the lane.
Oh,
so.
wow, there you go.
And that ward that FY placed already starting to pay off. And Vici Gaming systematically beginning to dismantle the defenses of the NEWBEE side. Now, a 7,500 gold lead, a 7,500 experience lead, and still NEWBEE yet to take a tower. And you do look at their draft and say, taking towers is not really the strength of this lineup. Lifestealer used to be known for his ability to siege because you can pop rage and hit buildings. And there's a lot of heroes that just can't go on you when you do that. Hit the buildings for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, back off, reset, wait for rage to cool down, go again, but you can't do that against Vici. They've got Chrono, they've got Sniper, who just really poops on this Lifestealer in team fights. They need a hook shot here.
Yeah,
they really need one.
They move into the Roche pit, and Vici will play this one safe. They have that ward down, so they see the movements from NEWBEE, respecting the power of all their long-range initiation in the pit, and realizing that is one way they could throw away the lead they picked up.
Oh, there's your hook. Finds FY. He still gets off the Hex first, but nicely done. They scouted him walking up to the high ground, lost vision as he breached the cliff, but still able to get the job done. They just need more of that. Now you're Doom on the move.
Oh, How! He hops forward, he finds Moo. Sniper will find the Ancient Apparition elsewhere, but now How, and at the forward position, a lot of enemies nearby. They'll start to light the news. He's got Iceiceice. Time on forward, onto Banana. All heal from Jay comes out. Super gets initiated on, but he'll do a lot of damage before he goes down. Ghost Scepter assassinate comes through from Super. Quamplic's back to safety. Now Rabbit and Super. The Snooper just duking it out.
No, they're not gonna get him! Oh my God!
Rabbit can't close the gap. The sniper lives with a triple kill of all things. Oh, it's another disaster for NEWBEE. A 3-for-0 in this little skirmish, starting off with the Ancient Apparition falling. Oh, Vici just furthered their lead so much with another successful mid-game fight.
Oh god, this fight, I feel like that's 3 fights now where, Iceiceice's gonna come in, hit super wall and Mask of Madness, so he's gonna drop pretty low to this, but there's really nobody to come in and they should be able to take the Aegis, just walk away in time. How many fights has it been where they don't quite finish off super and then you see a life stealer like desperately, you know, it's like someone trying to swim against a riptide in the ocean. They just keep on wading forward and getting pushed around. They lose control of their path and they just can't close the gap. It's been the case for the Clockwork, the Life Stealer, the Doom. 3 heroes that really don't have great mobility after their initial usage of like a Blake. Oh, bottom lane. Hold that thought. Iceiceice going for a solo kill on Move. Will he get an extra bash here? He does. He gets the job done.
Now the Ember Spirit coming in. What started as just a freebie may have gone into a full team fight. Iceiceice gets doomed. In trouble.
They have a hook.
It's fine. Do more damage. He should live the duration of the Doom. Now Hal making some space, connects with the steering chains onto June.
Where are you going, Rabbit? He's just gonna get cut.
Yeah, this is rough. He's used his rage. Now F5 flanks forward, breaks down the Clockwork with a finger to the face. Searing chains on Song Shung. One more auto attack and he should fall. Hal, he's got the slide up in 1 second, but he won't commit for it. Still 2-for-0 on the bottom. Those are just free kills for Vici.
VG Gaming just kiting, outmaneuvering, outplaying NEWBEE at all quarters, and on top of that, it does feel like the way the game's developed, NEWBEE just do not match up very well against them. They have one unreliable way to deal with the again, top lane, this time on to Banana, bash to death. It's just insulting when Iceiceice is running around with 200 health, diving you under your tier 2 towers and kill you. That's a real smack in the jaw. Oh my.
That's an insult. Uh-oh, mid lane. I thought they were going to have it go on Rabbit. Yeah, you've always got to swim diagonal against the Riptide LD, and NEWBEE, they're trying to face it head on here. It's not working. Their arms are getting tired, and it seems every fight they just fall behind a little more. Vici now ahead by about 14k worth and XP. This game just very quickly getting out of control. The farming tools for NEWBEE not giving them any kind of an edge as we're getting closer to this late game point. The action's not going to stop here down bottom. They may go for Moo. They still have this ward on the high ground, so they see exactly where he is. They're baiting it out for now.
They're even painting like there is a ward here. As they attempted a hook. Looks like it may have been heading towards Fenrir's way, but did not end up finding him. And now it's Moo. The man trapped out in the tree line. June's going to come in, isolates FYU, 4 steps his way towards safety as a Blink pulling down soon, but not soon enough. Will fall to start off the fight. No hookshot follow-up, but here comes your sniper with the Void combo. 2 trapped in the Chrono just to make it worse. Iceiceice backtracking the Queen of Pain ult, and that's the nail in the coffin. Outmaneuvered. I would say probably outdrafted as well, and just completely and utterly outplayed by Vici Gaming. Oh my.
Yeah.
What a brutal, brutal beatdown. A 2-0 stomp for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, Vici just looking stronger across the board. Like you said, I would definitely say Game 2 is an outdraft in both games. Just felt like an out-execution. Life Stealer and Doom, both are not really that popular in the meta right now, and I think this game is sort of a good example of why that is. They just don't do enough early on. They require so much farm to really come online, and even a Queen of Pain, you look at their 3 cores and all of them kind of need to snowball. They need some early momentum, and they don't really have this great ability to just turtle up and say, well, we're struggling now